What is going on, Atlanta Falcons fans, man? Y'all know who it is. Your boy Antoine. Smitty Sports Machine. Y'all know I get down. Y'all know I do it, man. Press that subscribe button. Also, press that notification bell. Get my videos as soon as I drop them. Press that like button, man. It help me get my recommendations up. To get my video through the YouTube universe, I greatly appreciate y'all as always. Right quick, very quick, not going to hold y'all. I know y'all heard about the Kirk Cousins restructure of his contract. And Mike Garafolo gave an update. And shout out to my boy RGATF for Life, the plug, man. He sent me the update by Spot Rack. If you don't know what that is, that keeps up with the rosters, the salaries, dead cap space, all that good stuff. And you can Google that and look up any salary that you're looking for. But Mike Garafolo, my guy Jeezy from Good Morning Football Weekend, put out a tweet that said the Falcons and Kirk Cousins recently agreed to a modified contract, and Phil Yates reported it. Upside for both sides as the team gets cap flexibility, while Cousins and the NFL now know he'll be a free agent by March 13th at the latest. Doesn't mean he can't be back in Atlanta. And that's the thing, man. I think depending on what goes on with the front office, we could see um, Kirk Cousins back as a Falcon, man. And a lot of us might not want to hear it, but at the same time, what do we really have at the quarterback position? Because as we've been talking about, man, there's really slim pickings when it comes to veteran quarterbacks. And you really don't want to start over with another young quarterback with another young quarterback on the bench for 2026. So, in that aspect, Kirk Cousins may be the only viable option you have. But at the same time, Matt Ryan, it really depends on what the front office want to do. And like they said, we know by March 13th what they're going to do. And they got a clear-cut plan. But he also retweeted Cousins, said he wants to keep playing and would love to be back with the Falcons, but knows there are a lot of factors in play, and one of them is that big ass salary. And even though they have restructured, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, even though they restructured, hey, you got to think about it, man. He's 38 years old, and some of the games, yeah, he had good games. Out of the 7 he played in, but some of the games, man, he looked exactly like a 40-year-old quarterback. Thoughts of the new president, GM, and head coach are 3 big factors, as I just said. In the meantime, he won't be twisted in the wind like last offseason. And what he means by that, he demanded a trade last year and tried to get the hell out of Atlanta. But with that big cap space and the unknown at the quarterback position with Michael Penix and him being injury prone, and it actually worked out for the best. And they made the right decision. But this offseason, depending on what happens in the front office, they really don't care where they go because they got a feeling that next season is going to be one of those seasons where it's a rebuilding season. But as I was telling y'all, man, right quick, very quick, um, the restructuring, how it's going to work, is very simple, and they restructured it to me perfect for both sides. It said the Falcons have agreed to restructure contract with Cousins that lowers his 2026 salary, which is this year, from 35 million to 2.1 million. Jesus, that is a big drop off. The remaining 32.9, which is the leftover from that, has been added on to 2027. So 2027, that salary cap goes balloons to 67.9, and hopefully he won't be here. And the 2027 salary is now set to become fully guaranteed on March 13, 2026, which means if they cut him before that, hey, they stuck with it. But the move is clear. Signed that Atlanta plans to designate him post 6-1 release because it will carry his new cap space of 24.6, hit into June, then take on the dead cap space of this year at 22.5 and next year of only 12.5. So they're splitting the 32.9 in half. So it works for everybody. Kirk gets a new slate, Falcons get less dead cap space, and everybody's happy. But that is the update that I want to update y'all on, man. I think Kirk Cousins' days in Atlanta are numbered, but we will see if that is true or not because we don't have a front office to make that decision. We still have to sign a GM. Still have to go find a new head coach. But we'll see how this turns out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on Sports Machine. This your boy Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.